It is one of the most iconic and respected organizations in the world, the Peace Corps. Its very name embodies the best ideals of service, helping people, solving problems, making lives better. But on the eve of its 50th anniversary, has it put young women volunteers in dangerous situations and then told them to keep quiet about it? Even worse, was the Peace Corps involved in hushing up the details of a murder mystery? Brian Ross has this exclusive investigation.
Where are we? You gotta talk loud. We're the Badger Marche. My Marche. How are you? One of my students said,
Why would anyone want to kill Kate Pusey?
Evening, how are you? Hi!
It seemed that Vivace's 24-year-old Peace Corps volunteer from Atlanta had nothing but admirers in the village where she had been assigned in the African country of Benin.
Tapioca. It's delicious.
These pictures were taken by her cousin Emily just a few months before Kate's murder.
I know that it might sound trite, but I mean, she really was a person that wanted to make the world a better place.
As part of her mission, Kate even created a girls' club at the school where she taught English, hoping to show the young women how to stand up for their rights.
It's hard to be a girl in that part of the world. The girls actually started having a voice within that club, really speaking about some of the issues they were facing, their concerns.
But Kate's brave commitment would be betrayed and lead to tragedy. Her parents, Lois and Harry Pusey, had been worried about her safety in Africa, but she told them she knew what she was doing.
I didn't want her to go. She said, "Daddy, I want to make a difference. And if anything happens to me over there, I want you to know I'm doing exactly what I want to do."
Everybody's around and it's fun.
Her father received the devastating news in a phone call.
She said, "You better sit down." And she told me Kate was dead. Of course, I went berserk. I mean, who would?
And they told you she was dead, she had been
Yes.
killed.
She'd been killed.
Yes.
And did they tell you?
Nothing else.
No details.
No details.
Kate was the 23rd Peace Corps volunteer to be murdered since the organization was created 50 years ago.
We are grieving because Kate is dead, but we are grieving because Kate was murdered. And I'm angry.
We're so sad every time.
And the family remains angry. Months after they buried their daughter, Kate's parents say they still had not been told any of the details about how or why she was murdered.
We miss you, sweetheart.
Kate died in March, and by May, no more contact with the Peace Corps.
They went to radio silence, essentially, a few months after Kate's death. Mm-hmm. You stopped hearing from them. What were you
Yes.
thinking then?
Well,
Were you angry about it?
Oh, I have a lot of anger. I'm doing my best to suppress it.
What the Puseys now say they came to believe was that Peace Corps headquarters in Washington was hiding something in an apparent effort to protect the organization's reputation from the truth.
We wouldn't be sitting here, I think, if they had been more transparent with us, more honest with us.
And now the Puseys are talking publicly for the first time about how they believe the Peace Corps failed Kate.
We decided we're going to be Kate's voice.
It didn't have to result in her death. It shouldn't have happened.
To try to find out the truth of what did happen to Kate, we went to Africa, to the tiny, peaceful village of Bajude, where she served. We were welcomed here by the town elders. There was a moment of silence in front of a newly painted mural at the school where Kate taught English, memorializing the young American. People here still grieve for Kate.
I cried so many tears that her life was finished just like that.
But we also learned about a secret that authorities believe led to her death, centering on another teacher and Peace Corps employee named Constant Bio, a Benin citizen, well remembered by Kate's cousin Emily from her visit to the village.
He greeted me at the school, and we had sort of a nice exchange. And Kate bristled. I mean, I felt her bristle next to me. And immediately afterwards, she said, "I do not like that guy. I don't trust him."
And it turns out for good reason. Kate was being told her 7th grade female students were at risk.
She had started hearing that he had been sleeping with some of his students. Some of the girls actually had ended up having children by him and weren't going to school anymore. And then she heard that he had raped some girls.
Raped.
And that's the word that the teachers use, and they came to her and they said, you know, is there anything that you can do, because we can't.
Friends and family say Kate decided there was something she could do, must do, to protect the young women at the school. And she sent this email to the Peace Corps, blowing the whistle on Bio.
Students have refused to attend his classes on several occasions because of his lack of professionalism.
Her cousin Emily read Kate's email.
She says, please believe I'm not someone who likes to create problems, but this has been weighing heavily on me. I have loved my time. Sorry. She says, I have loved my time as a volunteer, and it's important to me that Peace Corps remain a respected organization in the eyes of our host country. This man is not someone I want representing Peace Corps to the Beninese community.
The email was sent to the Peace Corps' country director in Benin, Cheryl Cowan, who had eulogized Kate at the funeral.
Kate was an amazing person, one of the best examples of what a Peace Corps volunteer is and should be.
Kate had asked her to keep the email confidential.
She says, for obvious reasons, it's important to me that I remain anonymous in this situation. She's just so careful.
Kate was in her unguarded home in the village on the night of March 11th, 2009, confident she had done the right thing, trusting the Peace Corps to keep her role secret. They did not.